Richie, a 0-0 draw at Burnley. What are your immediate thoughts after that?
Firstly, very proud of the players. A fantastic effort. We had one day to work on what we were doing, and they took the information on board really well. Their desire and work ethic to initially stay in the game, which you have to do when you come to a place like this, and then secondly to try and win the game, and I think arguably we had some good opportunities to do that, but a fantastic group effort, not just a team effort, you know, in terms of the subs as well, even the lads who didn't get on, in terms of encouragement. So I think everybody in that room's pretty proud.
Paul said yesterday that he wanted to see a real desire not to concede, bodies on the line, and a sort of no fear attitude out there on the pitch. I think the players carried that out to the letter, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody, you know, the defenders always get the praise when you get a clean sheet, and you know, understandably so. I thought the five lads who started the game, and then the two lads, Sonny and Kane, who came on to be part of a back five, defended really well. But I thought the midfield lads in front worked extremely hard. And in fairness to Caden and Nat, who obviously finished the game as strikers, they dropped in and worked hard and did their bit, stuck to the shape, stuck to the game plan. I thought their desire to keep a clean sheet, including Jacob as well, who obviously should get a mention, I thought pulled off two really good saves. But it's a real team effort.
You mentioned Jacob made a couple of saves there, one in either half, but he didn't have loads of saves to make, which again is testament to how well everyone in front of him performed.
Yeah, I think it was two saves. No, however, they were very good saves, and things that obviously we have to call on him every now and then. But yeah, the blocks, I think Nels won a really good header in the second half late on. Cash put his head in the way of one. I think there was 2 or 3 blocks in the first half. And the one thing you can guarantee with this group is that they won't fail through a lack of effort. They won't fail through a lack of desire or team spirit. They'll stick together. They'll do the right things. They'll drag each other out of the mire. And I think it's a really well-deserved point.
It's pretty clear that the players were hurting from the recent results because they were undeserved in terms of getting nothing from some of the home games. Is it pleasing for them then that it's not stop the rot, because that's too strong a term, but they're just back to picking up points again? Because that's a feeling that you want to get into a habit of again.
Yeah, we have to keep that final points total ticking over. Sometimes it's draws, sometimes it's wins, and sometimes you don't get what you deserve. And obviously we all know that over the last few weeks there's been a few games we've deserved to win and haven't got. But that's what it is. And you know, in fairness to them, they dust themselves down every day. They don't feel sorry for themselves. They work hard. They're an amazing group to work with, and yeah, they were disappointed at the weekend, but you know, they're disappointed of going away to Leeds United and getting beat 2-0 off really, you know, a bit of a sloppy goal and a set piece really. So I think to bounce back and come here and do what they've done is brilliant.
I suppose that's probably a reminder of how far you've come in 2 years, that you're disappointed with having lost at home to Sheffield Wednesday, to Leeds away, that there's a little bit of disappointment.
Yeah, I think, and I think, like you say, every now and then you have to take stock and think about that. I don't know who we would have playing, and this is no disrespect to anybody in League One, but who we were playing 12 months ago on this day. But to come to a club who, you know, within a couple of years could just come down from the Premier League, and we're actually pleased with the draw, but thinking, oh, you know, if Marcus's shot had gone a couple of inches in or whatever, or Tomo's a couple of inches lower, then we could have ended up nicking it. So I think if you'd have told us 12 months ago, and most people involved in the club, that in 12 months' time you'll be away at Leeds and then away at Burnley, I think most people would have taken it.
Absolutely. It's a quick turnaround now. You've got Portsmouth at Pride Park on Friday. I guess it's back in tomorrow and quickly go again. Yeah,
back in the morning. You know, obviously it's not ideal. I understand Portsmouth have got to do the same thing. I really understand that. And this is where we rely on everybody at the football club. Medical staff and, you know, everybody who's based around the training ground to look after these lads as quickly as we can. We'll get them in the morning, get them back out again, and probably freshen it up on Friday. You know, I think I would expect Portsmouth to do the same. I think 2 games in whatever it is, 2.5 days or 3 days or whatever, I can't remember what it is, but it is pretty tough going. So yeah, we'll have to probably rejig it a bit.
You look forward to Friday, get back at Pride Park?
Yeah, and hopefully the performance matches the Sheffield Wednesday one and the Plymouth one and the Swansea one. And the result's different, but hopefully if we can play as well as we have done in them three for majority of the game, then we'll get our deserves, and it looked like in the end it could be a good week.